Alright peeps, good morning. It is now December 23rd. This is going to be my last video for the year. Mr. Retro 504 with my latest addition to my starter jacket collection. I'll be starting with the Saints. For me, size 2X. For the grown-ups. Finally. I got me one. Everybody else has one, now I got one. Second would be a Portland Trail Blazers Parker. That too. Pullover, Cleveland Indian. And these are getting XL. I can fit these in the extra large, but just those satin jackets, you need a 2X. Alright. New Jersey Devils. Another pullover. Nothing on the back but the starter logo. National Hockey League. Orioles. Was happy to get this one. Satins Kings. It has nothing on the back of it, just smooth. Told you I'm a Chicago Bears nut. That's my favorite stuff to collect. Since I was a kid, that's been my team. From New Orleans, love the Saints, but love Chicago too. It's a conflict there. This is the one with the big logo on the back. Big words. Don't see those often, so I had to get it. Love it. And it's also a 2X. So I saw this one, so I snatched this one too. Another Chicago Bear. Completely different type. It's more lightweight. Caught a super deal on this Broncos jacket. I couldn't believe it myself. Also, 2X. And these 2X, they're old, so they fit you like a today's extra large. So I like that. On my last video, I was stating that it was a few that I needed. I'll get to that later, but I actually started collecting these things because I wanted my original Chicago Bears that I had when I was a kid. And I found it, and then there was a few others that were kind of iconic, like as far as hip hop culture goes. Raiders from the NWA, and Too Short had the Oakland A's, and Two Live Crew had the Miami Hurricanes, and all of those are the ones I really wanted to get. This is my Steelers. They play the Saints today, so we got to see how that's going to turn out. One with the logo on the back also. And it is also 2X. And these are the hard ones to find, and if you do find them, you're gonna pay a pretty penny for the 2Xs. My last satin that I collected for now, Minnesota, the Vikings. And 2X. Okay, and this jacket, it isn't a starter. It's a staff stadium jacket. And it's also Saints. Check it out. These things are real vintage. It's real heavy, pockets everywhere, very warm. And these things usually, if you can find them, sell from between $150. I seen actually there's another guy selling the Saints one on eBay right now. He wants $875. I'm like, wow. This thing is warm. Only thing I'm missing is the hood. There's a snap-on hood that goes on it. I don't have it, but the jacket has no holes or nothing. And I actually met up with a guy locally and bought this jacket. Me and my son drove over and got it. He said he bought it at an estate sale. And man, I never see anybody with these. And when you find stuff, if it's rare, it's one thing, but Saint stuff is more rare, I should say. Because the Saints weren't so good back in the day, so a lot of people didn't support them and buy all of their paraphernalia and stuff like that. So the stuff that is around in good shape, people want a lot of money for it. I didn't pay $875 at all. I mean, I'm so happy with what I paid for it. Love it. National Football League member club. And this one is an XL, but it fits awesome. Okay, and like I was telling you before, I started collecting jackets because of the certain few that I wanted. Oh, before I do that, I did find another trench coat. And it's Washington Redskins. Came with the hoodie. Hoodie's attached. It's a XL. Redskins on the sleeve here. Starter, NFL. Yeah. And it is one of the ones with the logo on the back that I hardly ever find. I was super happy to get this one. And the trench coats, that is actually some of my favorite stuff. I may have about 20 of these trench coats, just different teams. I don't think I'll ever get rid of these. I love them. You feel invincible. I don't care how cold it gets. You put on one of these things and you won't feel no pain. It's feathers filled, it's just puffy, full of feathers. Okay, so like I said when I started, this is what got me started. When I was 12 or 13, I had a Chicago Bears starter jacket. And this is the one. I had it when I was little, so I started off trying to find this one to bring me back to my childhood. So I got it. It was exactly like I had, but I'm grown now, so it's an extra large, men's extra large. So I'm happy I got that. And then the unicorns came, the ones that were really hard. Ice-T, the rapper, he had a video with Mike Tyson, New Jack Hustler. On that video, he wore this one. I saw it when I was young, lost my mind. Los Angeles Kings trench coat. Los Angeles, NWA, all of that, they were off the chain. Everybody was trying to imitate them. And back then, it was almost accessible If you get a chain, you could actually wear the clothes the rappers were wearing. You know, you can go to the store and find the starters and the Valleys and the MCM and, you know, all of that stuff like that. So Ice-T had this one, so I wanted it. So I got that one along with my bears. The bears that I'm talking about, that's right here. So I had two of them down. So then, Too Short had that song, I'm Not Tripping No More. He had that Oakland A's one on. I'm like, I gotta try to find that one. It's iconic for me too. So it took me a while, a few years. And the problem with it is trying to find the 2X that I can fit. You see, I always see them in extra large and large, but that does me no good. I'll look like Pee Wee Herman or Urkel trying to wear that. So now I got my I Ain't Trippin' Too Short one. I got my Ice-T, New Jack Hustlers. So next was the NWAs and the 2 Live Crew. So recently, after I just made my last video in November, bam, got my NWA. In my size 2X. Got it? And every time you see these, they want $200-300 for these, because everybody knows if you're trying to collect these starters and the NWA stuff is ridiculous. But even still, got my Too Short, got my NWA, got my Ice-T. There's just this one more, that 2 Live Crew Miami Hurricanes in satin. It's in satin like these, but man, every time you see one, they want $399, $499. I'm serious. They're like $400 or $500, and they're never in the 2X. So every time I see that price, it's always a XL. I mean, I could buy it if I just really wanted to snatch it just to finish off my collection, but I always hold off because I really want the one I can wear, the 2X. But through all these years of searching, I still haven't found one 2X yet, I'm being honest. But what I did find, and it kind of satisfied my appetite, I did find the Miami Hurricanes. It's not the satin one that I wanted, but I actually may like this one better. It's a starter, wool and leather. And in this one, I don't need the 2X. I can fit it in XL, fits perfect. Beautiful jacket. It has the same Miami word spelled across the chest, but it's just not, it has a logo on the sleeve. It's just not that complete satin one like back in the day, but it does have the same layout. And I have the hats, and that's the thing too, with all of these jackets, I do have hats to match. And I'm not saying like one hat per jacket. Some of these teams I have like 6 hats. It's crazy. My hat collection is like larger than my starter collection, really. But this will satisfy me, even if I'm never able to find that satin 2X like these, you know, on this style. If I don't get it in Miami Hurricanes, I'm cool with having this one. Yeah, to me, this is Billy Badass in itself. It looks beautiful, excellent condition. So the journey that I started on, I actually got everything that I needed, that I wanted to complete my excitement, my collection of rather. But yeah, it's been fun. And I've collected way more than I thought I'd get. I may have 300 jackets. I have to really do a little inventory and start, you know, jotting them down. I did halfway, you know, and I gotta complete that. But yeah, thanks for following me, man. Subscribe. And I actually started these videos because this is one of my interests, one of my hobbies, something I'm into. And when I look on YouTube, I see a few guys that stop at thrift stores and stuff and they buy a jacket or two, but I haven't seen anybody that has a collection. So I wanted to at least start that off, or be that guy. If somebody was interested in such a thing, they can look up me and see that, you know, there are people that collect these vintage jackets. So yeah, man, it's December 23rd, 2018, a couple days before Christmas. So happy holidays, and hopefully we make it to the new year. Good luck, everybody. Peace.